Welcome to Dinar Today IQD, your trusted source for real-time updates, inside scoops, and analysis on the Iraqi dinar revaluation and global currency reset. If you're passionate about currency investments and want to stay ahead of the curve, make sure to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Today, we're diving into an earth-shaking development in the currency world. The Iraqi Dinar RV has just gone public, live on television, and the long-awaited exchange rate of $4.22 has finally been confirmed. The cash-in window is now open, and global financial markets are reacting in real time. Buckle up, because this is not just another rumor, this is the real deal, and we're going to break it all down, step by step. After years, even decades, of speculation, waiting, researching, and hoping, the moment has arrived. For countless dinar holders around the world, today marks a financial and emotional breakthrough. This isn't just another theory being circulated on social media. The confirmation came directly from a live televised announcement broadcast by Iraqi financial authorities and international monetary observers. It was clear, concise, and backed with data. The Iraqi dinar, or IQD, has been revalued and recognized with a rate of $4.22 per one Iraqi dinar. This isn't a temporary market fluctuation or speculative jump, it's an officially sanctioned revaluation backed by sovereign fiscal policy. The televised announcement featured high-ranking Iraqi officials, representatives from the Central Bank of Iraq, and key players from international banking institutions including the IMF and World Bank. The setting was professional and secure, and the announcement was delivered with confidence and precision. Viewers across the globe watched in disbelief as the numbers appeared live on-screen, a sharp and dramatic shift from its long-standing undervalued position. Almost instantly, the international currency exchange platforms began updating the rate, and forex traders saw firsthand the confirmation of something that many had labeled a conspiracy or impossible dream. So, what does a $4.22 rate really mean for investors? Let's break it down. If you're holding 1 million Iraqi dinars, you're now sitting on $4.22 million, gross, before taxes and fees. For those who accumulated dinar during the early years, possibly acquiring large quantities at rock-bottom rates of around 1,000 Iraqi dinars per dollar or even better, this represents one of the most explosive returns on investment in modern history. But with great reward comes the need for strategic planning. This is not the time for impulse or panic. This is the time for smart moves, asset protection, and wise decisions. According to the live TV announcement, the cash-in window has now officially opened. This means that authorized banks and redemption centers around the world, particularly those in Tier 1 and Tier 2 nations, are now ready to begin processing dinar exchanges. The announcement made it clear that there will be a limited cash-in period, likely to avoid black market manipulation, laundering, and to control capital flow. Based on the details provided, the window is expected to remain open for 21 business days, after which rates may adjust based on market dynamics and liquidity flows. Therefore, if you're holding dinar, this is your moment to act, but act with informed caution. Across social media, Telegram groups, and currency forums, dinar holders erupted in celebration the moment the news broke. Videos began surfacing of people watching the announcement, many in tears, overwhelmed by the confirmation of what they always believed. For years, they were mocked, told it was a scam, ridiculed by friends and family. But now, the tables have turned. This isn't just about money, it's about validation, patience, and belief. Many of these investors held on through economic downturns, geopolitical instability, and countless false flags. Today, they are being vindicated on a global stage. The question now becomes, what happens next? Experts are advising dinar holders to take several steps immediately. First, verify the authenticity of your currency. Make sure your dinar is legitimate and not counterfeit. Use currency verification services or take them to authorized financial institutions. Second, contact your bank or redemption center to inquire about their RV exchange process. Many banks will require appointments due to the large volume of exchanges expected over the next 3 weeks. Some may have special desks or VIP representatives to handle high-volume clients. Tax implications are also a major topic right now. Depending on your country of residence, the gains from the RV may be classified as capital gains, foreign income, or even speculative profits. This means you could owe a substantial portion in taxes if not properly planned. Smart investors are already consulting with financial advisors, CPAs, and wealth managers to establish trusts, offshore accounts, or tax shelters. The revaluation may be a once-in-a-lifetime event. Make sure it benefits you for a lifetime, not just a moment. We've also received reports that some redemption centers are offering negotiated rates for large volume holders. That means if you're exchanging over a certain threshold, say, 10 million dinar or more, you may be eligible for premium rates, extra perks, or financial planning services. Additionally, some VIP clients are being offered NDAs, or non-disclosure agreements, as part of their package. While controversial, this strategy helps maintain financial privacy and protect rate fluctuations from public exposure. But remember, never sign anything you don't understand. Always have legal counsel or a financial advisor review any documentation before agreeing. Another surprising element of today's live announcement was the global coordination behind the RV. It's now clear that this wasn't just an Iraqi decision, this was part of a broader economic recalibration. Multiple G20 nations have reportedly been in confidential talks for months, coordinating this release in tandem with other international currency reforms. There are whispers of other currencies soon following suit, the Vietnamese dong, VND, Zimbabwean dollar, and even certain African currencies may also see revaluation activity in the coming weeks. If this is part of the global financial reset, we may be witnessing the birth of a new monetary era. The media coverage is also shifting rapidly. Mainstream financial outlets, which have long ignored or dismissed the Dinar RV, are now rushing to catch up. Bloomberg, CNBC, Reuters, and financial bloggers across YouTube are scrambling to analyze the impact of a $4.22 revalued IQD. Some experts are calling it the currency event of the century. Others warn of the economic disruptions this could trigger across oil markets, trade balances, and international debt agreements. Iraq's economy is now thrust into the spotlight, not as a war-torn nation, but as a rising player in global finance. Let's talk briefly about the real-world impact inside Iraq. The revaluation means improved purchasing power for Iraqi citizens. It allows for greater imports, stronger infrastructure funding, and potentially stabilizes inflation. Local banks will now be working overtime to recalibrate ATM systems, remittance programs, and foreign transfer protocols. For Iraqi families, this RV represents a long-overdue economic boost. For years, they've endured the instability and consequences of an artificially low currency. Today, they finally reap the rewards of a stronger national identity and financial sovereignty. From a geopolitical perspective, the revaluation also signals Iraq's reintegration into the global economy. With stability in oil production, renewed foreign investment, and improving diplomatic ties, Iraq is no longer on the sidelines. Instead, it becomes a case study for how post-conflict nations can use monetary policy to rebuild their economies. Already, major corporations are eyeing Iraq as the next big emerging market. Expect to see a boom in infrastructure, tech startups, logistics, and oil-related services over the next 12 to 24 months. To our viewers here on Dinar Today IQD, let this moment be both a celebration and a reminder. You've held on through the storms, stayed vigilant, and kept your faith. Now that the RV is public, don't rush blindly into the cash-in process. Stay informed, stay strategic, and most importantly, stay grounded. Money can change your life, but how you manage that money will determine your legacy. This is not the end, this is the beginning of a new chapter in your financial freedom. We'll continue to update you daily with the latest developments, including bank memos, updated procedures, redemption center protocols, and interviews with insiders. If you've already exchanged or have scheduled your appointment, feel free to share your experience in the comments below. Remember, you're part of a global community now. Together, we rise. Make sure to subscribe to Dinar Today IQD, share this video with fellow Dinar holders, and check our next upload for important post-RV strategies, including trust setup, wealth protection, and asset diversification tips. We'll also cover what this means for future investment opportunities, especially in the real estate, gold, and energy sectors. The Dinar RV may be the first domino in a financial awakening the world hasn't seen in decades. Congratulations to all who held the line. The wait is over. The rate is real. The window is open. Let's move smart and make this blessing last for generations.